we are waiting to listen to our young poet, Mosab Abu Toha, and he will read out one of his poems. Okay, Mosab, are you with us?
Okay, hi everyone. I will be reading 3 poems. Okay, so the first poem I'm going to read is titled My Grandfather and Home. My grandfather used to count the days for return with his fingers. He then used stones to count. Not enough. He used the clouds, birds, people. Absence turned out to be too long. 36 years until he died. For us now, it is over 70 years. My grandpa lost his memory. He forgot the numbers, the people. He forgot home. I wish I were with you, Grandpa. I would have taught myself to write you poems, volumes of them, and paint our home for you. I would have sewn from soil a garment decorated with plants and trees you had grown. I would have made you perfume from the oranges and soap from the sky's tears of joy. Couldn't think of something purer. I go to the cemetery every day. I look for your grave, but in vain. Are they sure they buried you? Or did you turn into a tree? Or perhaps you flew with a bird to the nowhere? I place your photo in an earthenware pot. I water it every day, every Monday and Thursday at sunset. I was told you used to fast those days. In Ramadan, I water it every day for 30 days or less or more. How big do you want our home to be? I can continue to write poems until you are satisfied. If you wish, I can annex a neighboring planet or two. For this home, I shall not draw boundaries, no punctuation marks. So that was the first poem. The second poem is a short one titled Gaza Tourists. In Gaza, tourists walk down the narrow streets. Kids gather around them, mouths wider than the sky, and ask, "How are you? What's your name? Where are you from? Do you like it here?" It is not that they await any response. They just need someone from outside Gaza to talk to them so they can make sure they are capable of chatting, of being heard, that their mouths can utter healthy words, no longer shattered by the F-16 bombs or soon with barbed wires. One day, those kids will tell their grandchildren, "We spoke English with some Americans and the Brits, mostly journalists, and they, in turn, smiled at us." Okay, ضايل قصيدة واحدة. This one, last poem, is about the Israeli 2008 and 9 aggression against Gaza. I wrote this poem just a few months ago, and it is about my experience when I was aged 16. I was still a child. So this generally summarizes the experience of any kid in Gaza living under Israeli attacks. A Saturday, first day of the week in Gaza, age 16, and after the first finals, I finished my Arabic exam. I liked Arabic as much as English and soccer. I discussed my exam answers with my father. Home by noon, we stood on the roof of our house, watched the pigeons my father raised for fun. The limitless ceiling above us was part blue, part white. Ships of clouds sailed slowly in a windless sky. A series of explosions shook the house, the neighborhood, shook the earth. Words fell off my mouth, broke on my still bare feet. Birds from nowhere flew aimlessly in the open sky. Some hid in trees. The pigeons in their big coop trembled. Rock pigeons, Egyptian pigeons, king pigeons, and Halabi pigeons. A tiny egg fell. My answers must have fallen off the pages of my exam, maybe melting from fear. I saw black smoke rise from a building a few kilometers away, more black than the ink of my exam sheets. We didn't hear the F-16s until they finished their strikes. They descended from the inferno. Dante hadn't mentioned them. About 80 F-16 aircrafts with their bombs struck Gaza in unison, like a big drum beat announcing someone's death. But it was more than one death, I thought. It had to be. We hurried to the radio, that old dirty piece that usually throws up blood and body parts into our ears, hospitals full of hot cuts, moans, a corpse, and a girl missing her leg, lying on a cot or a bloody floor. Over 200 policemen killed and 700 wounded in that dark hour. They were training in police training facilities, and 2 million other people worried for their lives. Don't think we are numbers. Thank you.
شكرا جزيلا. Thank you. Mosab is really wonderful, very great, and we wish you the best. We are very proud to see you here and your contribution, and it's well done.